Well, Myrwn, what do you think about that, LeBlanc?
Well, he's lying. I think my LeBlanc is... He's really good on LeBlanc, okay? But my LeBlanc is actually so goated. I mean, he can say like Gragas. Gragas, he's so insane.
Yeah.
I respect it. I think my Gragas is good, but he's just like on another level, so...
Okay.
But he didn't want the free win, you know, because if you take Gragas, then you couldn't fight back. But now he's doing it just so you can like hassle a bit with him.
LeBlanc, if he's better, it's like 52%, you know?
Yeah,
It's like super close.
Yeah, I see. Hey, congratulations. Insane stuff, especially the end of the last game. You want to walk me kind of through being behind for most of it, I guess also having the feeling that you were, but then knowing that you have a lot of scaling on your side and that the opportunity was there, and like what flipped the switch, knowing that you could win this game?
I mean, we always knew that we could win the game, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, it was kind of scary because we were like really not getting our windows, playing on our strengths, that I mentioned on other interviews. And I think in the end we could make it. It was maybe a bit late, no? But at least we had really good scaling draft. And we traded Nashor, but they didn't get Soul. I think if they get Soul and Nashor, it's GG.
Yeah.
Like, there's not much we can do. But at least we survived. And then on the last fight, we pulled the trigger. We played really strong fight, and they also misplayed. So
I think we have a replay of the final, and we can look at it here, if you can see it.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of a stressful fight.
Okay, picking your moments. I mean, I think this fight was really good because it looks like you guys are just picking your moments very well to Azir is kind of getting free damage and then they're just overextending into you guys, because what I thought was really interesting for this game was that you guys kind of went away from what you guys been doing for the first 4 games, where you kind of have this sort of, you know, the emotion is quite cool though. Where you guys kind of have this one flanker in the team comp, and I felt like for game 5 you guys opted for this sort of front to back where you are, you know, the traditional frontliner. Maybe Vi can have some angle to re-engage or find the flank, but you guys are just all frontlining for Azir. And it was really nice to see that even though you guys were quite behind this game, it felt like you didn't really have a lot of agency. You guys found a lot of really nice windows to trade the map. I think trading the map was something that you guys did exceptional for this whole series. I think in game 3 or 4, Fresco, we found the crazy pick with Gragas, you know, like when Jay is super far away from the Nashor. And I think it was something that impressed me a lot, this game, especially this game 5, was that you guys kind of threw that all out the window and went for something that you guys don't really play so much or execute so well on, and you guys managed to clutch it in a game 5.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's true. Usually, I think we work better with our flanks, you know. I think Fresco, we popped really off like these games. We got insane windows. And we're also really come from front to back. I mean, we don't really show it many games, but Casante is like really comfort for me.
Yeah.
Broken champ also, so it's fine, you know.
Yeah, we were talking before the game about the fact that you have, you know Oscar very well, and you said in the piece, I have always been one step behind him because, you know, he went faster to Superliga and then to LEC, etc., etc., etc. And I know it's your friend, but like, is it a double feeling now? Because you're like, yeah, I beat him and I'm further, but I also like him, so.
I mean, like, for me, it's fine, you know. I want to win. Like,
yeah,
I love him a lot, but it's competition, you know. So in the end, one has to survive.
Exactly. One has to survive, indeed. I think it's so cool from the Mad Lions Koi overall. We've had you on the couch a few times, and I think every time it's like, yeah, they can win again. Yeah, they can win again. Are you still feeling as much underestimated by the community as you were in the beginning? I know not Spanish community, of course, they believe in you, but like generally, or do you generally not even pay attention to that? I
mean, I don't pay attention. But I know for sure people now believe in us way more than the start. Like people in the start didn't even want, like, they thought we couldn't make top 8, and we showed like we are a good team actually. So
a great team, yeah.
Yeah, because for me, what is interesting, I want to get your thoughts on it, because you guys came into this year with a lot of doubts, you know, because the previous Mad Lions roster was full of so many liked players, veterans, you know, popular, everyone, and you guys are, you know, a bunch of rookies. How did you guys manage your confidence level? Well, like internally, how did you guys kind of bring yourselves up to believe that you can make it so deep? Because your regular season hasn't really been the most stellar. You guys were kind of like, you know, middle of the pack with everyone else, but that was kind of the whole of LEC. But I feel like ever since you guys hit playoffs, maybe with patch change, maybe that changed something, but ever since you guys made playoffs, you guys started ramping up really hard. So how has confidence, or how did you guys tackle all of that confidence leading up into it?
I mean, I think like even in regular season games, like we didn't show our best performance, but we are always really confident in our skill, like our talent. So I think that's the main reason, like how we get our confidence.
So would you say that it's more of a group thing where you guys are kind of full believing into each other, hyping each other up
Yeah.
and bringing up everyone instead of
Yeah.
having like, someone that is, doing that for you guys in that sense?
I mean, I think we all do it, like even from staff, from us. It's like we're a family, you know.
Yeah, would you say that it was because you guys kind of have the same sort of unity or the same group that's been going through ERL? I don't know your guys' history before, but I just know that you guys made EU Masters finals and everything.
I
So you
did.
guys, oh,
Sad. Sad.
yeah. But yeah, would you guys say this is because the group has been going on through a lot before you guys made it in LEC? So you guys feel like there's a higher sense of unity because you guys made it together?
Yeah, I would say so because even though I wasn't with them in Movistar Riders, we were in the same league and I will talk with them even like these last 2 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I've known them for a long time, and yeah, I think that's what kind of the unity you mentioned, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool to see. Fun fact also, Movistar Koi also qualified for the major today.
Yeah, I
and
saw.
You qualified now for the lower final tomorrow versus BDS. So I think it's good news for the
Yeah.
Spanish community
And
overall.
we won Fnatic twice.
Yeah, you won versus
Ooh.
Fnatic 5, which is also not so good news for some of the Spanish community, I guess. But now, of course, we have to say goodbye to Fnatic in these playoffs, so Laure is standing by with Fnatic's coach, Nightshare.
And it's been an interesting series. Nightshare, thank you so much for joining me after this one. Really different from what we've seen with Mad Lions against you guys the last time you played each other. What was the defining moment of the series? Because asking Frescovi on stage, he didn't know. What did it come down to for you guys?
I think we just forgot how to play our game, and we struggled hard, and we didn't really had any like confident lead on doing things. You know, a lot of times we were late to mid waves. I think they pretty much outplayed us on macro today, so I think it comes down to that.
And for me, it's really surprising, especially when you look at everything that Fnatic has been building so far and how strong you guys look and how you are ramping up since the beginning of the year. What is going to be the learning from this, and how can you make sure as a coach and as a group that it doesn't happen again next time?
Well, we have to reflect, because from my POV, we had at some point one of the best mid-game macros ever, you know, like in the league at some point, and then we kind of lost this, and we have to go back, look at it in retrospective, and see what happened. That we kind of dropped the ball, and start fixing that and just working on that basically. Yeah.
Taking a step back and comparing Fnatic to the situations you guys were in a year back, 5 roster changes throughout the year, waiting for Worlds basically to find yourselves as a team, I feel like you're on the good way here in 2024 and the team looks solid already as it is. How confident are you in the good results of the team throughout the year, throughout the season? And can you tell me more about this group and what is going to be the way to make you guys improve?
So I'm happy that we kept 4 players, right?
Yeah.
Almost the whole roster, and it's always nice to keep the players. We had the addition of Jun, who in the beginning didn't speak almost any English, so we tried to set the preseason in a way that he feels welcomed. It's always hard to actually import Korean player if it's not Noah, because Noah is just different, a little different. But I think overall we have 5 players that we like to work with. We have a really good group, and it's just about us kind of overcoming any difficulties on the way. And I think this is just the first difficulty that we have, and we see how it goes.
When you look at the way you guys have been winning games and losing games as well, there's a lot of chaos around Fnatic and interesting ways of winning games. I know that the fans have enjoyed this, maybe not the heart attacks, but if the Fnatic fans are watching right now, is there anything you want to tell them when it comes to the way you guys are going to play this year? Is it going to be through chaos and they get used to it, or do you want to have a cleaner gameplay? Can be an approach.
Well, I hope for myself and my health that it will be getting more clean.
Okay.
So I hope, you guys don't lose.
Let's focus
you don't get a heart attack. Yeah.
Perfect. And I wish you the same as well, of course. Nightshare, thank you so much for sharing these words. And we'll see you guys in spring, of course. Not in too long. And Sjokz, back to you.
Not too long, indeed. Thank you, Nightshare, of course, for talking to Laure. Give the mic back. We need that because you're going home and to interview other people. So that's unfortunately how that works. Anyways, it was nice seeing Fnatic. I think always with this Fnatic roster, because also like this last game was so close. It was really only one moment, right, Myrwn?
Yeah.
So I think they still did great this split, and I think it's a team to be afraid of, right? Even.
Yeah, I mean, I think the players individually are really strong, all of them. Like even though Oscar didn't have the best playoffs, even every time he's on his prime, he's like monster. So
Yeah.
it's like, and Razork, he plays insane, humanoid. Like what can you tell about him? Like he has been here for such a long time, and he's always 1v9, and same with bot lane.
The same. Always 1v9 here for such a long time. Could be talking about Odo, but was talking about humanoids, so it is
Yeah,
what it is.
happens,
Happens.
Next split, maybe.
Maybe. It's so funny because you're like so... He's like so much in the beginning of his LEC career, and you have been in your LEC career for so long.
I
and
like
he's
how he
just-
saved it.
But
He
he's
could have
coming-
went a different direction.
No, but I wasn't gonna. But like he's coming in with like, no, I'll play Varus top. I'll play LeBlanc top. I mean, you gotta respect it, right, Odo?
I mean, at some point, I was him,
Yeah.
where they would let me play anything I wanted. But, with time, okay, the best advice
You think he's gonna get a meta save?
the best advice I have for you is the first moment they try to put you in a cage, say no.
Yeah.
Because the faster you say yes, the faster they're going to shove you in there, So Ornn duty will come, Cassandra duty will come, but the more you protest, the better it will be. So, keep on doing it.
Like it happened in my first team. I was actually in tank duty. It never happened again.
But for what reason? Were you just really bad at it? or-
It was like my first split competing ever, and I was like so bad. I didn't know how to play anything, so they just put me in Myrwn.
I wish that would happen to me, just play some tanks in super hard and then they're like, okay, this doesn't work. You just play carries instead,
Yeah.
But it's like the other way. It's like, oh, you can play carry?
The problem is he already showed that he can do it on others. You maybe didn't do that. I don't know.
Why flame him?
I don't know. Because we're friends.
Are we?
Are we? I don't know.
Now I
Let's
don't know
move on.
anymore after that one.
Let's take a look at the bracket. Anyway, we did get huge news from the side of BDS, Myrwn, that you said you saw right before you got into this series, but Genax will be subbing in there because Adam is not playing. That seems kind of impactful for you guys as well. Wow.
I mean, I think one of the main reasons of BDS success is always Adam. He speaks how he plays. Like he plays super aggressive and he creates a lot of chaos in some games. So I think that's one of their biggest strengths. I think they also play good as a team. So yeah.
Sorry.
No, you can go.
Yeah, I was quite excited. I would have been more excited, if Adam would be playing, because I felt like it would have been such an interesting mix, because I feel like you and him are, a little bit of the psychos right now.
Yeah.
Where you guys kind of just play whatever you want, and it's interesting when you get such a clash of diverse styles where everyone wants to, pick up or show out his own unique champions, and it would have been really, really interesting to see what you guys would have been cooking against each other. But now I feel like you're back into facing a little bit more of a traditional player. So how do you feel about that? Because I feel like based on what you guys have been saying, where you guys are super excited to keep on going, and making a deep run, now I feel like maybe there's this chance or this opportunity of having this clash of styles is taken away from you. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I really wanted to play into Adam because our regular season game I lost, so I wanted to take revenge. But yeah, I also want to see what we can draft. Like it's always fun to play into people that have like so many picks and see what is going to cook. Like for both teams.
Yeah.
And generally, how do you feel about that chance? Now it is with Genax. So on paper, it should be quote unquote easier, and I don't say that as a disrespect to BDS, but as like obviously if you're not playing with the top laner you've been playing with all winter, that's going to be different. So how do you feel about the matchup overall, knowing that they got good macro as well? It's not just, of course, Adam.
When it's true, it should be easier, as you said. Like
Yeah.
because it's a new guy, they're not used to playing with him. But anyway, like I think we just have to respect them. Like we don't have to go with like confidence that we are going to smash them because it's different guy. It can have many things, so we'll just go respect them and play on our strengths, do what we want, and look to win and go to finals.
Yeah, I think you never do that. Probably think you're going to go in and
No,
smash them,
it's
right?
so bad.
Like,
If you do that, it's so bad.
It's really bad.
Because then you
mentality.
lose and it's like, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what happened to me last year with Oscar with his broken hand,
You were like, oh no way, this is going to be hard.
I was like, okay, it's not a different player, it's the same player, but if he has like an injury or like a hand injury, I'm like, it's gonna be easier, guys, a little bit because his hand hurts, you know, when you play,
And smashed you.
and then game 1 he gets a pentakill, and I'm like, oh come on, guys, like seriously,
So what
not
you're
like this.
saying is Genex is going to get a pentakill tomorrow.
I mean, no.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I said. He will get a pentakill tomorrow, yeah.
Exactly, but he's not underestimating him, so there we go.
Yeah, I did that mistake.
We're going to sign off because we need to send Myrwn home to practice for tomorrow. That is all from us. We'll be back tomorrow with some more action when BDS takes on Mad Lions Koi. See you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The first BO5
Are you ready?
of the weekend.
Full health from the side of Fnatic. No one needs to regroup with this team.
Goes wide with the shockwave, lands, Alvaro's just deleted.
Holy f***, I'm one-shotting them.
Potential on the back line, and even with Elioya locked out, Humanoid will pay for it with his life. MDK gonna get a clean ace around the Baron pit.
A-side, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, they might close me.
We don't have our coaches, no? I mean, they'll come soon, I hope.
We don't have coaches.
It's fine, we draft.
Well, Super's gonna try and clear the wave. That's a huge wave stacked, and nowhere takes the kill. Razork, he's only level 4. He's knocked away with the Buster Shot, and he'll survive through the explosive charge. And now for Scow, he's in for a world of hurt. 4-0 already for Fnatic. Oh, Myrwn tried to trade in with the needle work. Oscar able to dash away. Myrwn's used 2 other Qs, and Oscar slams the Intopos in his face. 8-0. Alvaro gonna be caught out here as Super's just deleted. Frescowy down as well. Alvaro falls.
Good luck, boys. You have it.
The chase continues. Razork hasn't got a hope in hell of escaping this one, and Super claims another. MDK 2-0 up and hook, make it 3! Oh, will he be able to get away from this one? Knocked out by Oscarinin, but Oscarinin could just change forms and auto. Elioya flashes back into the bush. Elioya flashes back. No way does he get out of this?
Oh my god.
Nice drop.
Their sights has to be this Baron. Now to keep control of the bush as Razork dives in, and already they've locked down one. And Super is done for. They're going to continue to chase in onto Myrwn, the Spiraling Despair. Got Jun on the backline, Ninja Scar's coming out. Gwen is immune, but Noah is not. And because it went to Gwen, Noah thought he was safe. He's locked up. And MDK absolutely outplayed Fnatic. They are the pride of their region, and they are pride of very Mad Lions.
Joder, sorry guys, I love you. I fucking love you all.